Matt makes a real estate transaction. All right, so yesterday I came out pretty hard on having billionaires save us by buying real estate near them where there are environmental disasters. It's a little circuitous. I kind of missed I didn't talk about some steps that I took. Today, we're gonna play slow, and we're gonna do something basic, because what I realized when I got all this data and I was playing with it was, if you are buying real estate, I'm curious what basic environmental or weather related risk terrifies you the most. Okay. Yep. Now, I'm not including like earthquakes in here or volcanoes, because volcanoes don't happen very quickly or many places, and earthquakes are not an environmental disaster, so to speak. It's hard to get a lot of data on it. So here are your options, and I want you to play this game.
Oh yeah, I'm ready.
They're super basic. Yep. Ready?
Got my business shirt on. Yep.
Floods, hail,
hail,
heat, drought, like extreme heat, or tornadoes, I'm calling them.
Okay, so what's the question?
Which one of these terrifies you most? I'll start there. I'm going to go through all of them, but I'll start there. Floods, and I want to tell you the place you should avoid as a real estate buyer if you're afraid of it.
So which one do I fear the most? Floods, hail, drought, and tornadoes. Without a doubt, and maybe because I grew up in New England, the one I fear the most is tornadoes. I don't like the thought of that damn funnel cloud coming to get me. I don't like that.
Stormnadoes it is. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you're afraid of stormnadoes,
I am. I just said I was.
The place you shouldn't live, you can stay in New England.
Don't say Maine. Okay,
it's Maricopa County, Arizona, which is
Maricopa County. Okay.
Phoenix plus the suburbs around Phoenix.
They have. I wouldn't have guessed that.
In the last 2 years, they had 155 stormnadoes.
Really? That sounds frightening.
It's terrifying. And these things, this includes like lightning storms where the lightning, does damage, heavy thunderstorms, tornadoes themselves, high winds. These are NOAA categorized as severe weather events. So this is 155 severe stormnado weather events in Phoenix or the surrounding area. I would have thought Phoenix was like the heat capital of the world.
Right.
Today, there are about 21,000 properties for sale in Maricopa County, including this gem, which I pulled off of Zillow. $1.5 million for a lovely ranch, 4-bed, 4-bath, about 4,300 square feet, just in the suburbs. Now, I will say, when I pulled
it looks dusty. Yeah.
this property, it does look a little like it would be prone to a massive dust storm. It does seem like it would blow away. So, buyers beware. If you are terrified of stormnadoes, surprisingly, Phoenix may not be for you.
Well, you know what? It wasn't already, so good. I'm glad to learn this.
Now, I will tell you, the thing I fear is actually hail.
Hail, okay.
Hail.
Yeah.
I mean, it's essentially someone throwing baseballs from space.
Okay, so to be fair, you fear baseball-sized hail, not little itty-bitty cute hail.
No. I'm not talking about baby hail. I'm talking about baseballs from space. The place I'm definitely not moving, El Paso County, Colorado, which is Colorado Springs.
Okay.
203 extreme hail events.
Wow.
Since 2018. 203.
Are you kidding me? That's amazing.
That's like half the year they get hail. County. I'm not totally sure how they're counting this at NOAA.
So can you imagine you're high out of your mind on the legal weed out there in Colorado, and then there's baseball-sized hail coming down at you. That's
no joke. And there are currently about 2,700 properties for sale in El Paso County, Colorado, including this beauty for about $1.4 million, 4-bed, 5-bath, 8,000 square feet at the top of the mountain, so you get hit by the hail first. Just get me out of that house.
But
it's
you
not
can
going to
warn
happen.
Your friends at least, yeah.
And the hail I'm talking about is it seriously is the size of your palm. It's not like tiny bits of hail. It's like monster hail.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the two that we didn't talk about. We'll talk about heat first.
Heat.
I hate being hot.
Sure.
I really don't like it. So this one, it's not as terrifying as hail because it feels like you can escape it with air conditioning. But at least in this instance, prepare to pay a lot for your air conditioning. The worst county to be in for heat, Crittenden County, Arizona, or Arkansas, rather. Crittenden County, Arkansas.
Arkansas. That surprises me.
Memphis
Okay.
suburbs. They had 17 major heat events
Really?
in the last 2 years.
What is a major heat event?
A
Just
major
really hot?
heat event looks a lot like this map that I just put up, which is
Okay.
breaking all-time records for heat in the area at any
Just
point during the year.
ridiculous hotness.
It's just absurd hotness, and with
Yeah.
the humidity there, it's just nuts. I pulled so there are about 147 properties for sale in this county in Arkansas, including this $1.1 million
Ooh,
5-bed
that
6-bath for 6,000 square
lovely.
feet.
Yeah.
Now this is like an old, old style, like lovely little big old house.
Yeah.
Plan to spend $500,000 just keeping it cool because you will probably melt otherwise.
Okay.
Last but not least, we have to talk about floods. And I
Yeah,
mentioned
floods,
this
let's do it.
yesterday because the number one place for floods is not someplace you necessarily expect. It is Fairfax County, Virginia.
Oh, really?
The
Okay,
Washington,
you mentioned this.
D.C.
That
suburb.
surprised me. Yeah.
141 flood events in the last 2 years.
Wow.
These things sound absurd to me. 141. There are 365 days in a year.
Yeah, I know.
That's like a third of a year.
Yeah.
More.
I don't know. How are you putting up with that? I don't know. I don't know what's going. What's
People.
I mean, what?
Move. Just
Yeah,
don't
it's
live there
ridiculous.
anymore. Move
Get
to
a grip.
Canada.
Yeah.
There are 2,300 properties for sale, including a $2.1 million butte that I pulled, 7-bed, 7-bath, 8,900
No, I
square
don't like
feet.
that one. No, that looks
This
like a
one
McMansion.
looked a lot like this, which, if you're listening, is
Mm-hmm.
basically a giant swimming pool. And roughly 140 times
Sounds
a year,
nice.
you can probably expect something like that. So
Yeah. Ugh.
I've given you a couple counties to think about.
Yeah. It's good.
If you had
I
to
like it.
choose which one to live in, where would you go?
Despite your fear of hail,
Oh,
I like the look of that place in Colorado.
Damien is buying a $1.3 million house at the top of a hail mountain.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll just on those days I will find friends in the lower areas and I will hide underneath their pickup trucks or I don't know what I'm gonna do. But yeah.
I plan
That's what
on moving to Arkansas,
Oh no.
where I can avoid the heat by going to local shopping malls.
Yeah, and you can have gummy, sweaty feet all year round. No one needs that, man.